Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus. One more time. I'm just thinking, whoever thought that I would be standing before you, the American people, saying that I have information about a different plan of life that would bring to we the people, all of us, peace and prosperity and freedom and joy in the fulfillment of our dreams. Whoever thought that I would have the audacity, let alone an understanding of how this could actually manifest? You know, I thought I'd be spending my life entertaining, maybe acting some, singing some a little bit, and dancing. And I had perceived that this would have happened in an early stage of my life, and like now I would be just enjoying the latter years of my life. You know, there's something that makes me refer to this as a reality for all of our lives, whether we are enjoying our dreams or whether we are just wishing, or whether we've given up hope. And I think about, why am I in the middle of all of this? Why am I doing this? And I'm thinking about how when I grew up, I didn't know anything about slavery at all. I grew up in the South, never heard of that stuff. I loved America. Everything America did, I thought it was fabulous because it worked for us. I used to see movies on TV about how the West was won, how they did some terrible things to the natives of this country, and it didn't mean anything to me. I thought it was fantastic because it made it possible for us to have what we have. And that was it. Everywhere you turn, in the books, on television, that's what you saw. And you appreciated it. But then I was introduced into some other stuff. I started hearing about slavery. I started hearing about roots. I started seeing things that I had never seen before, never heard of before. Then I'm starting to see other actions taken. Wow, that changes my mind. It just blows me away. And it opened my eyes so I can see clear. I mean, I had to walk into an awareness that there was injustices. I started thinking about people who suffer from a lack of the resources of life. And I started wondering, why does that happen? Then I started looking for some answers. And I had looked at the Democratic Party. I looked at the Republican Party. I looked at the American way of life from its inception, at least that much that has been given to us to read, and we can't trust all of that. But the reality of our lives today kind of gives us an understanding of an example of what it must have been like yesterday. Because it's pitiful today for some. And I'm thinking, we should change this. The Republican Party can, the Democratic Party can, white men can, black men can. And yet we all want it. And I'm thinking, I do know of a power that I can't see, that I can't touch, that I can't feel, and many of you do as well. And this power has revealed itself to me to have more power than I could ever have. To have more power than all of us together could ever have. And yet so much power has been given to us to create what we want rather than not. And at the present time, we are all caught up in darkness. I see this, ladies and gentlemen. I see this, and I'm telling you, I see this. And I see this because we are missing out on the ways that would produce the fulfillment of everything that is essentially necessary for our survival. Everything. Not a single one of us. Men on the street who can't support their families. But this would change because now everybody got a chance to participate in the creative process. You know what that means? That means that you on a team. And everybody got a role to play. And everybody went out for what the position that they wanted to play. And now you're getting a chance to play. And you want to give it your best shot. You're on a team. And at the end of the day, when you win, everybody on the team wins. So what you're actually doing is opening the door to put everybody in the workforce because everybody benefits from what the outcome is. And they're working in various positions. And as they do so, they are creating food and clothing and shelter and education and healthcare and transportation and infrastructure. All of the things that we do in life, that's what they're doing. They are doing it from the resources that have been given to us, not by men, not by black folks or white folks or men or women, given to us by a spirit we can't see, can't touch, can't feel. Now that power has been made so evident in my life till I stand here today and tell you that that same power directing us down a path that would lead us to the fulfillment of our dreams is trying to wake you up because you're not in the light. And so this campaign that I've been talking to you about is to bring you to the light. Bring you to the light. Yes, this was never anything that I intended. I'm here because that same power that I've been telling you about has made it possible for me to be here. Now, when I think about what you look for as somebody that's worthy, I kind of feel embarrassed because I don't meet your standards at all. I mean, there are so many reasons I won't even begin to name them, but I don't meet your standards at all. And yet, I find myself with such information that it requires that even though I feel like I feel, that the mission that I have been given is much more important than all of my hang-ups, all of my shortcomings, because everybody wants to have their dreams met, and ain't nothing in your lifetime ever done it. More of the same is not going to do it. So I say, rather than go back to yesterday trying to make something great again at the expense of so many others, let us make it as great as it can possibly be. And that means working for everybody. Working for everybody. And white people, you just don't know how to do it. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you've been through. You don't know how to do it. Black people, I don't care who you are. You don't know how to do it. Men in general, I don't care who you are. You don't know how to do it. All of you are selfish. And that's nature. You are selfish. Women, you don't know how to do it. I don't care who you are, what you say, or what you think. You don't know how to do it. Now, let me tell you why. Everybody is selfish. Everybody is selfish. The only one that is not selfish is the one that we can't see. The one we can't touch. The one we can't feel. But yet it's put all the resources here for us. That's the one that's not selfish. And that means that that one, whatever it is that is good for one's life, must also have access to the same resources to be good for another's life. And that is a way of doing something different than what we have been doing. We got to respect one another. I'm saying this to all of us. We got to respect one another. That's how we honor God. We recognize God by looking at each other and say, this is God's creation. Brothers and sisters and earth and all the resources. This is God's creation. Yes, God's creation. And we have to use it as a gift from God. And each of us are of God. So look, that's changing a whole different mentality. Now, everything I said right there had nothing to do with money. You don't need money. Ladies and gentlemen, God's way is you doing things because you love it. And that love protects you in every way of life. Now, I know you don't understand that. That's deep. You don't understand that. But you do understand money. And you want your cut. And right now, everybody that's making money don't really give a hoot about those who are not. Oh, they try to pretend like they do. What in reality, they don't. Why? Because that's the system that you live under. That's the thought that is derived after experiencing such a system. You don't give a heck about them. That's why it continues to exist. And everybody talking about they want to do something about it, just pimping you. Because they don't know what they're talking about. It's going to take you, the people. I'm talking about God, but God's message, God's reality is made manifest through you, the people. You, the people. You say God loves you, and He does. That means you become lovers one to another. Lovers. That's the expression. And after becoming lovers one to the other, you care about the others as you care about yourselves. That makes the difference. And you don't need money. What does that money do? It separates you. The haves, the have-nots. Some can, others can't. Struggles, anger, hatred, bigotry, racism, lies, cheating, stealing, killing, terror, war. Hey, that's where we at. But the light says we don't have to go there. We're there already, but we can stop it. We can live again. I mean, really live again. And it will be because we made the decision. We the people, not politics, not any of the stuff that we've been brainwashed to believe and understand as truth. It isn't the ultimate truth. And even this, what I bring to you today, is not the ultimate truth. It's just a step higher in God's great plan of life for us all. And so, yes, I stand here like I am, who I am, and I say that that power that we can't see is the only one that has an answer to all of our problems. The only one. And we must receive God into our lives. We must accept the fact that it is that power, not government, as we have been tricked to accept it as it is. No, it's God. And that God that we hold in high esteem lives in us, gets its life in us. And we're not ashamed because it's about all of us. It's about the love of God for all of us. We ain't ashamed of that. And wherever we come against something that is not of God, not lovable, then it gets a chance to see its darkness, because we as love going to shine right all through all of that darkness. Ain't that right? You know I'm telling the truth. We're going to change this. Look, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. I keep talking to you every day because I know what I'm telling you is good stuff, and I know it's real. But I also know that it's a great possibility that it will totally be ignored. But there will come a time, there will come a time when you will be put in a position where you will be seeking to know information such as this. And hopefully it will still be around. And I want you to know it's not about me. Please, listen. Listen. It is not about this old dude, this guy from Mississippi in the cotton field. It's not about me. It's about God. It's about God's love for each of us. That's what it's about. That is the message. So whether I'm here or not, every last one of you are precious in God's sight, and you got power. Power. Every last one of you coming together. Wow. And in the name of love, wow. I just can't say any more than that. And I just want to leave that with you, that I represent that. And I'm asking if you will, I'm asking you if you can. And if you can't, God understands. If you can't, all of us understand. And if you can't, that means we must still shine, and even shine more, because we love you more. Until next time, this is Eddie Marcus saying goodbye.